What up, everybody? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is right here with my boy. Should I say your name or should I keep it anonymous?
It's up to you.
Okay. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. My boy Jimmy. He's a little camera shy. Maybe somewhere in this point of this video will come around. So we were talking about it. We're sitting here in the park. He woke me up. I was in bed. I heard my phone ring. I was like, oh shit. Damn you, fucking Anthony. Don't tell me you did not go to work when you asked me that you wanted to switch shifts with me. So I was like, okay. I answered. I was like, what's up? He's like, hey, you want to shoot a video? I was like, down. I'm down, and here I am. It's fucking cold. You know, I said, give me 15 minutes. I'll be on my way. Here I am. And that's how committed I am to making these videos. Want to making these videos. And so we got here. We're at the park. We're at Clay Park. And I started talking to him, my buddy here. Like, what do you want to talk about? We started talking about so many things. Led to high school. And you know, one thing that we have in common is that we both didn't go to our high school prom. I'm gonna share my story, and if you want to share yours, you can. If you don't, that's fine. My story of why I didn't go to prom goes way back, like way back, because we're talking about early thousands. Um, yeah, I was in high school. I had a crush on this girl named Leslie. I had a crush on her for 6 years, and she did not give me a chance to make her my girlfriend, but she gave other dudes the chance. And I don't know, I always believed that in the end, or after every relationship, she will learn and maybe give me a chance. But that's something that is like a topic for another video. But it's like, why do girls choose to ignore the good guy, you know? I know some girls might be like, oh, you're just not my type. I'm like, okay, I get it. So what is your type? The guys that are good looking, bad boys, but then treat you like shit and then cheat on you? Is that your type? You know, is that like the person you want to start a family with and bring kids into the world with? But I don't want to fall off topic here. So the reason why I didn't go to prom is because, you know, I liked this girl. I had a crush on this girl. And at the time, she was single. She was single. And I asked her, would you like to go to prom with me? And she told me yes. She told me yes. So I was already excited. I was planning the night, planning what I'm going to wear, and, you know, just thinking about how she's going to look like. And next thing I know, we're getting closer and closer. I was getting ready to go buy our tickets, because I think they sell them now. I don't know, like $100 or something, $50, maybe more now. And usually when the high schools do proms, you know, they pick a location, not at school. It's not always at school. Somewhere. Could be LA, could be Long Beach, could be anywhere. Um, so I was getting ready, and I told her, and I remember that she canceled 2 weeks before. She canceled on me 2 weeks before, and I was like, you know, and I didn't want to go alone, you know. My family were trying to convince me. Some of my friends were trying to convince me, like, you should still go. I was like, I mean, I could go. I could pay the ticket, and maybe there's a girl who doesn't have a date. But, you know, normally when girls go alone or they go with a friend and then they don't want to dance with just random strangers people, you know. So I was like, you know what? Let me save myself the embarrassment, or, like, you know, feeling more pissed, you know. Um, so I just chose not to go. But it's something that, like, if I could do it over again, I don't know. I don't know if I had a second chance, I probably still wouldn't go, or maybe I would have, like, tried to find somebody else to go, you know, because sometimes you, like, just life in general. Sometimes you tell people things and they can't make it. They don't have time, whatever the thing is. But then you have other people like, hey, you should have told me. I would have went. I was like, fuck, I wish I would have known you then. You know? But yeah, high school memories, man. You got a high school memory?
I do. I got
That,
plenty, to
yeah.
be honest. So pretty much, like, not to fall out of topic. So from freshman to like pretty much sophomore year, those were the years where I pretty much went to high school thinking like, I don't need a high school education. I don't need education alone. And I had that mentality, and like pretty much the reason why um, it led to the point where I didn't go to my prom was because I fell back 2 years of credits. So pretty much I had to finish like 2 years of credits at a continuation school. It backtracked me, and honestly, if I had the intuition and motivation that I learned from continuation school and implemented it in high school, then I would honestly would have went to my prom. You know, it's just certain things like you wish you could change, but you know what? But then again, why would you want to change them if you pretty much learned from them? You know?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying because like I remember like when I started high school, man, my mentality was not hitting the books. My mentality was not studying. My mentality was not like getting good grades. Not like how like when you're a little kid, you come home, you show your grades to your parents. They're all happy that you're getting all A's. They want to show you off or put your grades on the fridge. By the time I hit high school, it's like other things were on my mind. Like I don't know, I guess like being cool, hanging out with my friends, having a good time, and then like I always got in my life that I was a flirt, you know, but I don't know. I just sometimes I think like how people say it gets mistaken by being just friendly, and me, I was just like very social when I wanted to be, cause like I always mention, like I could be shy, and like like you might notice like when I first started your store, I was very quiet, very observant, cause when I'm around people I don't know, you know, I like to see who I can trust, who I can open up to, who I have to look out for, because like I say this a lot and I can't like say it enough. It's like you never know who wants to help you, who wants to see you do good, and who doesn't. Some people just want to keep you in a certain level because they don't want you to be better than them. And then sometimes instead of people motivating you or try to like push you or help you become better, they make fun of you. They make fun of you. They try to bring you down. They try to keep you down. They try to break your spirit, and you gotta like not listen. In high school, like I told you, when I first started, my mind wasn't hitting the books, and then just like many people who are out there, I was being told, what, if I don't get my shit together, I won't be walking with my class. I will be, you know, missing out on all the other things that other kids were doing. And I don't know. I guess when I was going through that, and when I lost my friend Wino, that's when I started looking at my life, like if I was looking in the mirror and I was thinking, okay, I'm hanging around with this crowd. I have friends. I'm going out. I'm going to parties, and yeah, I'm having the memories that you're supposed to have when you're young. But I didn't feel happy. I didn't even feel happy because it wasn't fulfilling me. Like, yeah, I would go out with friends and this and that, but then like my car would get wrecked. I would not have money, or I'll be spending money on beer, or like my homies who smoke weed, they would ask me to like, oh, can I borrow some money? The girls that I was dating at that time, they weren't like the best girls to go out with. They weren't loyal. They were kind of ratchet, And I just started looking at my life and I don't know, like, yeah, I was in a circle, and it's kind of like how they say, like, the people you hang around with is the kind of person that you turn out to be. And finally, when I decided to switch things around and make something out of myself, I was like, you know what? Like I said, when I lost my friend Wino, I was like, fuck, his life is over. He's not gonna get married. He's not gonna have kids. Like, he's not gonna grow old. He has so much life ahead of him. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? How can I honor my friend moving forward? How can I honor his legacy, or how can I make my life mean something and not end up the same way he did? So that's when I kind of like I said, I looked at myself in the mirror and decided to change my life, change my ways, and that's when I, you know, started becoming the guy I am today, making videos, trying to inspire other people, talk to other people, and help out those that listen, Try to help people like at my job, people outside, because like I grew up like with a lot of friends who don't have either have mom or pop, didn't have a good role model growing up. So I would have a lot of friends come to me for advice, and I always try to help them and make sure that they were on the right track. But you quickly realize it's not easy, but all you could do is be there for them, you know? Be there for them and hope that they make good decisions. And sometimes that's all you need to do, and sometimes that's enough, you know? Even though if it doesn't seem like it at that time, later in life you'll realize that that meant a lot to them, just being there. Some deep shit. Deep shit. I'm going hard, going real deep in this.
I could relate to that because I think it's been 3 years since I lost my friend too, and like pretty much my bond because there was two other dudes and like unfortunately one of them passed away, and like our bond hasn't been the same ever since we lost, you know, that homie part of the group. I mean, honestly, he came around because pretty much how I grew up, we had our own little group, and like slowly little, you know, people would, you know, they would come in and leave, but like he's the only one that pretty much stuck around for a good amount of time. And honestly, like I would see him at school. He would be that little nerdy kid with the bike. Yeah, for a while he would dress all fancy, like with the suit. And I didn't think much of him. You know, like I did my own thing, he did his own. And then later on, I met him through one of my brother's friend. And then later on, like he was introduced by one of my closest homies. And like everybody now is doing their own thing. Our group, like it's not the same without him. He pretty much brought us all together. He
Mm-hmm.
kept us together,
Mm-hmm.
and ever since he was gone, like or you know that happened, we kind of been doing our own thing. Just the other day, I went to get a cut. Right, I usually go, you know, around here, but I went to him this time, to one of the homies, and like it just brought so many memories because I met him in middle school, and he was a little skinny, short kid, nerdy, but then now like he's kind of more like this madroso. He likes drinking on the weekends. I'm like, fuck, dude, you gotta stop drinking, you know. But like it was really nice catching up to him, you know, kind of reminiscing what you wish would have continued, but you know things happen.
It's like I tell my friends all the time, you know, like me growing up, I was thinking like, you know, after high school, we would like all get jobs and move in together, get our own pad, everybody having their own room, you know, throwing parties at our house, inviting girls over to spend the night, and I don't know, it didn't work out that way. Life doesn't always work out the way you hope. But when, like, you know, I still have people that hit me up from past jobs, um, who I know from elementary and middle school, and I'm just like, it makes me feel good, you know. It makes me feel like, man, like sometimes people like just want to say negative, negative, negative stuff, and those people who continue to stick around, I appreciate it, and I always say it in my videos, I appreciate it for watching, I appreciate your support, because it, like, I don't know, it's nice to see a familiar face, you know. And like you always get that reaction like, oh, like either you're surprised or like, hey, you start thinking about all the memories you had, like the connections you had, and you're like, oh, you know, it's nice to see you again, you know. I don't know. And it's kind of like a energy that makes you want to live and continue living, or like, you know, when you see that person, it's funny, like when you don't see those people, like so much time goes by and you do not realize days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months go into years, and then you see that person, you're like, hey, let's hang out, you know. You start hanging out. It's like, that's why I always tell my friends, you know, like I'm single now, and when I'm in a relationship and when I become a father, if I become a father, like, or marry, whatever, like I'm gonna continue to be me, and I'm still gonna continue to have those relationships. And I don't want to close the door on making friends, because I want to meet you, I want to meet the person I hung out with last night, you know. Like, I chose to leave my last store because I wanted to challenge myself, and I got to meet so many another group of 17 people, 12 people, and who are now part of my life. And I don't know, it's always good. Like I like new things, and I don't like it when it just becomes like a routine. I don't like it. I like to switch it up. I think we're gonna wrap up this video. Getting a little long. Um, Jimmy, thank you for being here. Thank
No
you for
problem,
opening
man.
up. We're gonna wrap up this video, and hope you guys have a good day. Have a blessed day. As always, your boy Ricky Rick. If I'm not making you laugh, not making you smile, not keeping you entertained, or giving you something to think about, your boy Ricky Rick ain't doing his job, and you already know your boy Ricky Rick does his job. So next time, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. We are out.